We all remember our beloved Sunday cartoons, heroes who save the day, charming rivalries between cat and mouse, to miniature geniuses with French accents. How have these seemingly innocent cartoons shaped who you are today? Not just fond memories, but how do cartoons mold your sense of self and how you interact with the world around you? For minority children, it may have a large impact on how they view not only themselves, but their perceived reality of stereotypes. How do these cartoon characters shape our children today? We take a closer look, specifically how diversity in children's television programming influenced their perception on race and culture in America. Research tells us that children between the age of 2 to 5 years old, on average, spend 32 hours a week watching television. For children aged 6 through 11, 28 hours a week watching television. Research also tells us that 78% of children between the ages of 8 and 18 have a television in their bedroom. For minority children, the hours of TV consumption increase for an additional 4.5 hours per day. So we see that minority children are getting more exposure to different types of cartoons more than their counterparts. The CTV Project, or the Children's Television Project, is a long-standing research program based out of the Elliott Pearson Department of Child Study and Human Development at Tufts University. Not only do they research diversity within gender, disabilities, and the LGBTQIA+ community, they also research how race is often portrayed in cartoons. The CTV Project created a visual data aid to support their findings of how heroes and villains in cartoons differ racially. Their findings support that darker-skinned males are more likely often to be villains, and lighter-skinned males are more likely to be heroes. To look more in depth into this, we review Disney's The Lion King and the villain Scar. All of the other characters within the cartoon film who are not villainized are lighter in color. Rather, Scar is a darker color villain and speaks with a foreign accent.
Hi to mingle with the commoners.
Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba.
That was today? Oh,
Calvin Gidney, an associate professor in child study and human development at Tufts University, who is a part of the CTV project, specializes in social linguistics. He saw Scar's accent as a part of a disturbing pattern in films. Foreign accents and non-standard dialects were being used to voice all of the bad characters. Gidney also noticed that Scar's minions, the hyenas, spoke in either African American language or English with a Spanish accent. Though these minute details may not seem troubling to us, to children, they do pick up on the subtleties of stereotyping. Tufts research webpage states that, quote, there's a relationship between low self-esteem and negative media portrayals of racial groups, in addition to an association between poor self-esteem and the paucity of portrayals of a particular group. Others have found that media misrepresentation of ethnic groups can cause confusion about aspects of their identity. To see how cultural diversity in cartoons affected students in our community, Kaylee had the pleasure to interview Hispanic 5th grade students and talk about their experiences.
Every time there's a Hispanic person in a show, it seems like they don't make them very intelligent.
When you see Hispanics on TV, how are they portrayed?
Like not smart, not like they don't. Someone else do. I'm done.
No, you're good. And then, do you see Hispanics as the main character in a lot of your TV shows?
It's always like a 1-second clip of them, and they always look stupid.
If you guys could create your own show, what kind of shows would you create?
Okay, I would create a mix, like Asians.
I wouldn't just do like all white
One
people.
race.
I would do a lot of races.
A lot of races too, like a lot of stories about a lot of different types of races.
Do you guys see Hispanic culture portrayed in a good way? Do you guys see it? Do you guys see positive Hispanic culture viewed on television in your TV shows at all? What kind of culture?
We noticed that in our interviews and surveys, some children, when asked about their perspectives of cultural diversity, reacted positively and said that they did see minorities being positively represented in shows that they watched. This can be due to the fact that kids' television networks are finally getting the hint that children want to see more inclusive and diverse characters. We see now that shows are taking part in adding more people of color in their shows due to the growing demand of their viewer population. Though we can see a silver lining, we still have a long way to go to make sure that our children feel represented, respected, and validated within the cartoon characters that they know and love.